Welcome to Tabletop Baseball. It's time for the National League Championship Series between the Giants and Mets to kick off. We are ready for Game 1 in New York. And let's see, on the mound for the Giants will be Scott Sanderson. On the mound for the Mets will be Ron Darling. Welcome news for the Mets. Darryl Strawberry back in the lineup. He's been out. So he is back just in time for the National League Championship Series. As far as other news and notes, I don't think there is any really. Anything other than that, Darryl Strawberry back in the lineup. I think that's about it. We'll go through the lineups. It's going to be for San Francisco, Royce Clayton, Willie McGee, Barry Bonds, Matt Williams, Robbie Thompson, Will Clark, Kirk Manwaring, and Darren Lewis. And Scott Sanderson batting ninth. For the Mets, it's going to be Lenny Dykstra, Wally Backman, Keith Hernandez, Darryl Strawberry, Mookie Wilson, Gary Carter, Ray Knight, and Santana. All of a sudden, Raphael. That's what I was thinking, but it didn't sound right. Raphael Santana, and then Ron Darling batting ninth. Hello, Steve Ryan and Mark Russell aboard for this one. We're going to get things started right off the bat. Royce Clayton facing Ron Darling. And first of all, actually, I didn't add up the fielding. 10, 18, 27, 31, 39, 43. And I think the Mets, they might be fielding two. Yep. They come in at 40, and that's fielding two. Giants, very good fielding team. Derek Oxenrider checking in. Here's Royce Clayton, 14, and he flies it out to the left. Brings up Willie McGee. Ground ball. That's actually a strikeout. My bad. Darling has an X. Strikeout number one. Here's Barry Bonds. A 32. He's going to ground out to second base. And that ends the inning. Bottom of one. Here's Lenny Dykstra. 14 of 30. He's going to fly out to Barry Bonds. Is my video freezing? 15 for Backman's going to be a single. Hopefully it's just on my end. Single, he's a D-stealer. One or two out he can go, so he is... Sanderson's a +1. He's going to be make him a 24. And then Manwaring, nothing, 24. So 46 or less. And Wally Backman scoots into second base with a stolen base. There's Keith Hernandez at 13, and that's going to be a walk. First and second one out. Here's the straw man back from injury. Welcome news. Fans going crazy. 23-12. First and second. And a 12 is going to be a fielder's choice. 6-4 fielder's choice. Let me reload here. Hold on. My video feed is showing it's way behind. I don't know what's going on. All right, so Backman at third, Mookie Wilson the batter. Everything okay, you guys? Again, freezing up. 33's a 0 for Mookie. And a 43 and an 11. Runner on first. A runner on third. An 11, C pitcher. Single center runner scores, batters, possibly steals. Mets on the board. I don't know what's going on. Mookie is a C stealer, a 30. So that's going to make him a 29. Did your video quit? That's what I'm wondering. Nobody's telling me anything. He says my name, then video cuts out. That's what I'm wondering about. All right, we're going to start it over. Hold on. I'm going to get this stolen base out of the way first. A 30 for Mookie. Makes him a 29. And 55 or less. So 56, he gets thrown out. Mookie gets gunned down. It's going to be a 2 to 6, or 2 to 4. Mets get on the board. All right, is it working? All right, Mets get on the board. It's 1-0 New York. If I need to go back over some stuff because the feed was messed up, let me know. '24, Matt Williams will strike out. Second K for Darling. 61, Robbie Thompson. And Robbie Thompson's a 22. That's going to be a 3 to 1. There's Will Clark, 54. He'll fly out to right field. That'll end it. Bottom of the second. '63. Ray Knight will fly it out. Or it should be Carter. Wilson got thrown out stealing. What was that, 63? Fly out to left for Carter. And there's Ray Knight. He'll fly out to right. Sorry about the video. It messed up. It's may hopefully jump forward. Something. Caught up. 12 to 25 for Santana. It's going to be a ground out to second base. That'll end the inning. A little recap. Backman singles, steals second. Hernandez walks, hits into a fielder's choice. Strawberry does. And then Wilson singles, Backman home. But then he gets thrown out stealing. Top of the third. Kurt Manwaring, 25 and 8. He'll fly out to center. And Darren Lewis is going to hit one back to the mound. Actually, it's going to be a strikeout. Not used to having that X there. It's been a while. Scotty Sanderson with a 22, 23. Wouldn't you know it? 23 is an error on the center fielder. That's an error on Lenny Dykstra on the pitcher, Scott Sanderson. So Clayton, runner on first, 24, is going to be a ground out to short. First base runner for the Giants is the pitcher, Sanderson, via error. No harm though. Ron Darling, well, he gets a 22, also a 9. That's going to be an out though. It's going to be a pop out to third. Thanks to that C pitcher. 41-28. Grounded out to short. Dykstra. 2 down. Here's Backman. 35-9, and another 9 is not what you want to pop out to third. Mets 1, Giants nothing, top of the 4th. Willie McGee 26 is a 29. It's going to be a ground ball. That's going to be a strikeout. Another. Willie McGee struck out twice. There's Barry Bonds, and a 64 is going to be a walk. League leader in on-base percentage. Gets on, 26, a 30. He's going to be a fly out to left field for Matt Williams. 2 down, here's Robbie Thompson. And another 22, hit by pitch. So Darling, Beans, Thompson, first and second with 2 out. And Will Clark is giving one a ride here. 54 is a 6. Runners on first and second. That's going to score at least 1. Double. Double left center, runners score. S on first is out at home though. Thompson, not an S. 2-run double for Will Clark. And the Giants take a 2-1 lead. Just like that. They're not done. They are done now. Manwaring will strike out. 2-1 San Fran, bottom of 4. Keith Hernandez with a 0. He's giving one a ride here. How far is it? 46. It's going to be a double for Keith Hernandez. And he is 1 for 1. Double, walk and a double. Brings up the straw man. 35-14. And he will walk. First and second, nobody out. Here's Mookie. And Mookie's going to lay down a bunt. 65-35. Foul out, runners hold. Unfortunately, Mookie fouls out to the catcher. Manwaring. There's Kid Carter, 12's a 25, and that's it's going to be a double play. 6-4-3. First 2 guys get on, and they can't do anything with it. After a failed bunt attempt and then a double play. Top of the 5th. Brings up the pitcher, Scotty Sanderson. 13 is a 13. Strikeout. Back to the top of the order, Royce Clayton at 23. And all kinds of weird numbers. Error on the left fielder. That's 2 outfield errors committed by the Mets. (42-13). Willie strikes out for the 3rd time. Very uncharacteristic. Man, my feed's messed up again, isn't it? Come on. Ray Knight, 26-24. He'll ground out to short. 22 for Santana. There's a single. He's up Darling. 13's a 13. Struck out. 53 is 17. Runner on first. And San Fran's fielding right field. Right fielder. Willie McGee's going to be a 2. Flies out to right. Nothing doing. I know. I don't know what's going on with the feed. I'm going to have to double check that for the next game. And there's Barry Bonds. A 40. Foul ball, 64. Another walk for Barry Bonds. Brings up Matt Williams. Struck him out. Here's Robbie Thompson, 54, 32, and he'll fly out to right field. Will Clark, 52, 27. That's a strikeout, I think it is. Why is my network connection weak? Shouldn't be. Are we back? I think we're back, but well, I'm going to continue on. Wally Backman, 44. There's a single. Single for Wally. Here's Keith Hernandez. Keith Hernandez with a 0. 32, 20 is a 7. Runner on first. Single runner to third. First and third, Darryl Strawberry. Chance to do some damage here. 53's a 15. 15. Let's check the left fielder. Bonds is going to be fielding 1. So he flies out. It's a sacrifice fly for Strawberry. And that ties the game up, 2-2. Now Mookie, 61, a 40, runner on first. A 40. Runner's out stealing. Two down, bases clear. 31 and 9. That's going to be a pop out to third. C pitcher is a pop out to third, and that ends the inning, but the Mets tie it up. Top of the 7th. Tie ball game. There's man warning. Very sorry about that, the feed issue. I don't know what's going on. 42, 22. That's a 3-1. Darren Lewis, 46. 29 is a strikeout. $45. That'll be a walk for, actually, Sanderson's up. And he is going to draw a walk. 45. Royce Clayton. 61, a 24. And that's going to be in out. It's going to be a double would be double play, but it's a ground out to short. Bottom of 7. Gary Carter, 24, struck him out. Ray Knight with a single. There's a single up the middle. Brings up Santana. 31-14. That's 2 balls on Santana. Sanderson with good control. 31-14. And that's 2 more balls on Santana. And that equals 4 balls. That equals a walk. First and second, 1 out. Pitcher, Ron Darling, the batter. But will he bat? That is the question. I think they are going to look to the bullpen. I mean, not the bullpen, but the bench. How about the bench? Lee Mazzilli, good contact hitter. Or a good eye, anyway. Lee Mazzilli's going to pinch hit. That's all for Darling. I'm going to do that number. A 15. Runners on first and second. Left fielder. Bonds is going to be fielding 1. It is a single in front of Bonds. 1 scores, other to third. Lee Mazzilli comes in and singles. Knight comes home. Santana to third. And then Mazzilli gets a little silly trying for second base. And he gets thrown out. So thanks, but no thanks. You get a single and RBI. And then he gets thrown out at second. So it's a runner on third. Santana with 2 down. Dykstra the batter. Oh, so close, but it's going to be a 65-35. And that's a foul out to short or pop out. Ends the inning, but the Mets take a 3-2 lead. And they will be going to the bullpen. Here in the 8th inning, Orozco could probably come on for 2 innings. That's kind of pushing it. Let's go with Roger McDowell. Here in the 8th inning for the setup. He's got the 2-3-4 hitters. Willie McGee. 63, and he'll fly it out to center. Lenny Dykstra makes the catch. Here's Bonds. He's 0 for 1. 2 walks, 52. And that is a 27. Not a strikeout anymore. It's a ground out to third. Brings up Matt Williams. He's 0 for 3. 2 strikeouts. 25s and 8, and he'll fly out to center to end the 8th inning for the Giants. Bottom of the 8th inning now. San Fran, I think, is going to go to the bullpen. And they're going to bring in Rogers. Try to keep this a 1-run ball game. Here's Wally Backman. A 36 is going to be ball 1. 21, a fly out to left. Hernandez, 53 and 19. It's an error on the third baseman. Error on Matt Williams. And that's the third error in the game total. 2 for the Mets. Or 1 for the Mets. No, 2 for the Mets, 1 for the Giants. Hernandez at first. Here's Darryl Strawberry. Darryl Strawberry. Got one he liked, and he hits a double. Does Hernandez score? Runner on first. An F scores. If there's 2 outs, any runner scores. He is not an F. So it's second and third, 1 out. Here's Mookie Wilson. Kevin Rogers struggling a little bit, 52-27. First and third. Or second and third. Might be a strikeout. It is not. And 27. Let's check the third baseman. Matt Williams will be fielding 1. It's a ground out to third. Runners have to hold. Two down. Here's Gary Carter. And that's going to be a walk by Rogers. Error, double, walk, bases loaded, 2 down. And it's Ray Knight. 35-9. Against the A pitcher is a fly-out, strikeout with 2 outs. So, a golden opportunity for the Mets to pick up some more, but they can't do it. We'll move to the 9th inning. New York clinging to a 3-2 lead. And Mr. Orozco it's time for Jesse to come in and shut the door. 41-28 for Thompson. And that's a ground out to short. There's Will Clark, 64-37, strike 1. 12-25, that's going to be a ground out to second base. Down to their final out, here's Manwaring. And he will strike out to end the game. Orozco gets a strikeout to end it. The fans are happy. The home team wins 3-2. And the Mets take game 1 of this best of 7. Let's check out the hits here. 1. Wow, are you serious? How do I not know this? I guess because my feed kept messing up. I was paying attention to that, but still, Will Clark with the only hit. The only hit. 1 hit. And it was a 2-run double. After a walk and then a hit batter. That was the only hit, right? Double. That was it. A combined 1 hitter. And then 1 error for San Fran and 2 for the Mets. Dykstra. It was Dykstra kicking it around, and then Mookie Wilson. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hits for the Mets. And they only get 3 runs out of it and barely squeak 1 out on a combined 1 hitter by their pitching staff. And I'm so sorry the feed kept messing up there. That happens. I'll try to restart everything, and hopefully this next game will be a little better, because we're going to come back with game 2 of the American League Championship Series. I'll get this put up. So next up will be for the Giants will be Burkett in game 2. And for the Mets, It'll be Bobby Ojeda. Bobby O. Yep, I'm gonna reload. I'm gonna come back with the second game of the American League Championship Series. Where are those teams? I had them out. Oh, they're right there. Game 2. Cleveland won Game 1. We'll do a little recap. 3-2 is the first time they've beat the Twins this season. The Twins swept them in the regular season, 4-0. But Cleveland wins when it counts the most. Game 1, so they know they've got a split going back to Cleveland. And that's going to be the next game. I'll be bringing that up here in just a second. Game 2. Let's see who the pitching matchup is. It's Orel Hershiser. Hershiser versus Tapani. Good matchup. So let me get that loaded back up and I'll come back and have that game. If you guys want to join me, you're welcome. If not, take care and God bless.